Hello tanks and tankettes, we've got kind of a special viewer replay today. This is the ISU-130 and it's driven by Lert. Now if you're on the NA server you probably are much more familiar with who that is. Well, maybe you are if you frequent the forums, but we'll talk a little bit about the ISU itself first. Now this is basically, it's not quite a reward tank and it's not quite a premium tank and it's not quite a gift tank, it's a mix of all three. It seems to have the profitability of a premium tank. It is balanced as a premium tank. I don't know what the matchmaking is if it gets regular matchmaking. It probably does. But you can only get it by... well, it depends what server you're on. It seems like on most servers this was a gift for forum moderator staff, for people moderating the World of Tanks forums, and I'm guessing moderating the in-game chat as well. But on the NA server, what they've decided to do is give it out to some of the community contributors as well. And I don't know if it's all community contributors or just ones who are specifically doing things on the forum. And in the case of Lert, what he's been doing is putting up various guides for new players on how to play World of Tanks. So, hence, you might be familiar with the name if you are an NA player, and you can see various people actually in this game are going, oh, you're that Lert, oh, well, you know, thanks for the guides. So, this was a little unexpected. I saw on Reddit somebody else posted that they'd got one of these as well. Bryant something, I don't know. But again, it was to do with their... community contribution stuff rather than them being a wargaming employee or volunteer moderator, anything like that. So the ISU, it's a little bit like the SU-100Y. That's probably the best way to describe it, and that's because of the gun. Now it's a bit difficult to compare it to the regular ISU because of course the regular ISU has that monster BL-10 gun. This is actually a much more balanced gun for tier 8. It's much less ridiculous. It still has a fairly beefy amount of alpha damage, but it's a bit less crazy than the BL-10. The reason it's like the SU-100Y, and somebody specifically in the in-game chat wonders if it is, well, for starters it's a 130mm gun. It has two kinds of AP. One is just regular bought for credits AP, and the other is premium AP, which is what he's shooting right now. And like the SU-100Y, the premium AP has less penetration but more damage. So it's balanced in that way, basically. And there aren't many vehicles like that. Yeah, that Leopard's risking his life greatly there. Will he do it again? Will he do it again? Yes, he will. And he will regret it greatly. It's funny, Lert spends half this battle just typing in chat to people going, oh my god, ISU-130, what's that? And, oh yeah, that was a 131 that was... it was a good thing that Rhymator was there, hey? Otherwise he might have been a bit screwed. So, yeah. It seems like a fairly balanced machine. When the stats were initially announced, some of it leaked on FTR, the super test stats. It didn't look very good, to be honest. The gun depression was pretty damn terrible. I think the reload time was also pretty damn terrible. I'm just going by memory here. But that's all been improved. And it just seems like a reasonably okay tank. And looking in Tank Inspector, you compare it to the ISU, some of the stats are fairly similar. Probably the biggest change, apart from the gun, obviously, compared to the regular ISU, is the fact that this has a worse horsepower per ton ratio, it has a worse engine, and it has a worse top speed as well. So it's nowhere near as nippy as the ISU, so you probably have to play it a bit more cautiously. I could actually have a quick look at the other stats as well. The actual gun stats, I mean, this is not really a review in any way, shape or form, it's just, you know, this is a fairly rare vehicle. The actual gun stats, well, the regular AP gets 215 average pen with 490 average damage. Not the only tank in the game that's got that level of, you know, the German 128s I think have 490, some of them average damage. The AP, the premium AP, has 187 average pen and 570 damage, so there's a big extra chunk of damage there, but the cost is you have less penetration, so it's balanced in that way, just like the SU-100Y. And as you can see, The reload is actually pretty reasonable as well. The actual DPM of this, it's not far behind the regular ISU. It's maybe 100 points behind. So it's not like it's massively different. And the accuracy is about the same. The aim time is better, which is nice. And a lot of the other stats are just very similar. It's got like 10 less hit points as well. Oh, big juicy target there. No, unfortunately that one misses. But you can see there, though, that the alpha, I mean, it's good without being crazy, which is not what you can say about the ISU. So looking at the minimap, there's a pair of E25s that are perilously close to our cap. Lert's platoon mate, Tiger Mate, is actually still in the game as well in a 5100, and it's looking like those E25s are going to go for the cap, and there's a pair of them, which is bad. Now at this point, Lert, I don't know why he focuses on this Tiger. I mean, there's not much time with two people capping. Sets the guy on fire, okay. That must have been a fairly low roll. I mean, he's on his regular AP now. He didn't have that many premium AP shells, but fired them all off. Got a bit unlucky that he didn't just one-shot that Tiger, considering his health, but set him on fire, so it worked out. But it's up to Tiger Mate now, who seems to have been paying a little bit more attention than Lert, to go in there and reset, and he does it at the cost of his own life. But by this point, Lert has gotten this barge of the thing turned round, and has actually he's going in basically. And this will tell you right here. I mean, the view range on this is the same. It's the 350 meter view range of the ISU, so it's really not particularly good. But it just goes to show you how good the camo value of the 25 still is. That it has to be very close with them firing at him before he can actually see them. So he gets down there in time to reset one, and he just has to sit there and take the hits to reset the other. But he manages to bounce a fair few shells as well. And bear in mind, this is the ISU's armour, so it's got that big shell-eating gun mantlet. And now we're down to a pair of Hummels on the enemy team, and that IS-3 is going to get them. So that's that, pretty much. So there we are. You're probably not very likely to actually see one of these on the battlefield. If you do, you can count yourself lucky. You might be slightly more likely to see it on the NA server, just given the fact that some of the community contributors have also been given it, alongside obviously all their moderation staff. But even so, yeah, it's an interesting vehicle. It seems okay. Nothing to massively get excited about, but as we can see from Lert's scores, that was an ace mastery for him. Not that he's probably got much competition at the moment. You know, there's not, like I've said, not a whole lot of these things driving around. He got a Defender Medal, although if his platoon mate, Tiger Mate, hadn't steamed in there and saved the day, the enemy team would have won by cap. So yeah, it was a close thing. He also got high caliber, and just generally he was able to do fairly well. It doesn't have the monster damage of the ISU, but it's still a fairly beefy gun, and it's a lot more balanced in terms of its penetration capabilities. And of course, like the SU-130Y, as I was saying, because it has that premium pen with the premium AP ammo with less pen, it makes the choice between regular or premium ammo that much more interesting. Like, you have to think that much more carefully about which one you're going to choose. So we're going to wrap this up by saying that, well, a couple of things. Firstly, I know for a fact this was sent to not only myself, but Maxwell and Jingles. And I know some of you, if you're submitting a replay, of course you'll send it to several channels, because you have had a good game, and you're a fan of several channels, perhaps, and you want to maximise the chance of it being shown. So that's fine, and I just happen to know it's the case because he didn't BCC it, he just CC'd it to all of us, as it were. So if it appears on one of their channels, it's not that we're all copying each other, it's just it's been sent to several channels, and it's a rare tank. So there wasn't some kind of collusion going on here, but it's just, you won't see many of these replays around the place just because you don't see many of these tanks around the place to begin with. But I'm also going to take this opportunity to pimp out Lert's collection of guides. You can find it on the NA forum. There will be links below. It seems like a reasonably well broken down collection of information for newer players, but I'm also going to take this opportunity to pimp out SGTA's own guide not even collection of guides, but guides, single guide, the Tanker's Handbook, which is on the EU forums. And again, there will be a link below. And with alerts, it's all basically like through the forums. It's various forum threads. Like there's a thread that collects all the other various forum thread links together. Whereas with the SGTA Tanker's Handbook, you can download it either as a free PDF, or you can actually get a print-on-demand version that you pay a bit of money for. And it basically is only covering the printing costs. SGTA isn't making any money out of that. So, yeah, that's they're both sources I think you should check out if you're interested in improving your game, in getting a bit better at World of Tanks, in figuring out the areas where you need to improve and how to improve them. Because as with many things in life, sometimes the key to getting better is not only knowing the things that good players do, or the people that are good at a thing do. It's knowing the right questions to ask about yourself as well, about how to improve what you're doing. So yeah, those are both highly recommended sources from myself. And I wanted this video not just to be about here's this rare tank, but I've been wanting to mention the Tanker's Handbook for a while as well, and I could have just put it in its own separate video as well, but this way you get to see a bit of rare tank action besides. So if you enjoyed this replay, if you enjoyed this look at a rare vehicle, you can hit the like button, you can leave any comments below, you can subscribe to my channel, and as always, stay tuned for more.